She hasn't slept properly in 2 years. She's running the household, the kids' schedules, her job, and somehow also her husband's emotional life. And yet, when someone asks if she needs help, she says, I'm fine. Every single time. Why does she do this? And what is it costing her? The inability to ask for help is one of the most quietly devastating patterns in the lives of modern mothers. And it's not a character flaw. It's not stubbornness. It's the predictable result of being raised in a culture that has taught women, especially mothers, that needing help is weakness, that asking is imposition, and that the highest form of womanhood is effortless, uncomplaining service. Let's trace where this comes from. From girlhood, women are socialized to be accommodating, to read the room, to take care of others' emotional states, to make things easy, not difficult. A little girl who loudly asks for what she needs is demanding. A little boy who does the same is confident. By the time she's an adult, the internal voice that says, "Don't be a burden," is so deeply embedded she can barely hear it anymore. Then she becomes a mother, and the cultural pressure intensifies dramatically. Now the message is, your needs are secondary. Your body is a vessel. Your time belongs to your children. Your role is to give, not to receive. The good mother of cultural mythology doesn't need help. She is the help. She is endlessly capable, cheerfully sacrificial, mysteriously not exhausted by doing everything for everyone all the time. And so, when she's drowning, when she desperately needs someone to take the baby for 4 hours, or help with the school run, or just sit with her while she cries, she says, I'm fine. Because the alternative feels like failure, like proving she can't handle it, like being the woman who wasn't cut out for this. Here's the other piece. Many mothers have asked for help in the past and found it lacking. She said she was struggling and was told to enjoy every moment. She asked her partner to do more and it started a fight, or he did it wrong, or he did it once and expected gratitude for a week. She reached out to her mother, who made her feel guilty instead of supported. After enough of those experiences, it's rational to stop asking. The cost of asking, the vulnerability, the explanation, the potential dismissal, starts to feel higher than the cost of just doing it herself. So she builds a self-sufficiency that looks like strength from the outside, but feels like suffocation from the inside. And here's what it costs her. First, it costs her health. Physical health. She defers her own doctor's appointments, her own rest, her own exercise, because other things feel more urgent. Mental health. Carrying impossible loads alone creates anxiety, depression, and resentment that she then feels guilty about. Second, it costs her relationships. When you can't receive, you can't be in genuine relationship. Relationship requires both giving and taking. A woman who only gives and never allows herself to be cared for is lonely in a profound way, even in a full house, even in a marriage. Third, and this is the one people don't talk about enough, it costs her children something. When a mother cannot model that needs are legitimate, that asking for help is okay, that you don't have to perform capability, her children learn those same patterns. Her daughters learn to self-abandon. Her sons learn that women's needs are optional. The reversal of this pattern requires something that feels almost dangerous to a woman who has spent years making herself small. It requires her to practice believing that her needs matter equally. Not more, equally. And then to act as if that's true, even when every cultural message is telling her otherwise. That means asking directly, without over-explaining, without apologizing excessively, without framing her need as something she hates to ask about. Just, I need this. Can you help? That sentence, simple as it sounds, is an act of profound self-respect, and it gets easier with practice. Next video, we're going to talk about the marriage, specifically why so many couples fall apart under the weight of new parenthood, and what the real reasons are beneath the obvious ones. I am Rosie. Subscribe so you don't miss it.